Hello, dear children. Today, let us learn about Chennai. So, in today's class, we are going to learn about location and climate of Chennai, the people, their clothes, food, festivals, language and culture, its industries, institutions, and system of transports in Chennai. So, children, a huge wave had devastated part of Chennai. Okay, so and the nearby areas in the year 2004. So, a huge wave which had devastated part of Chennai and nearby areas in the year 2004. So, what was this wave called, children? Yes, what was this wave called? So, which is devastated part of Chennai in the year 2004. As it is nothing but tsunami, right? So, Chennai is the capital of Tamil Nadu. So, in this map, can you locate where is Tamil Nadu? Yes, it is the south part of India. It is here. So, Chennai is the capital of Tamil Nadu. So, Tamil Nadu's capital is? Yes, it is Chennai. So, earlier it was known as Madras. So, it is located along the southeastern coast of India, facing the Bay of Bengal. So, it is located along the southeast coast of India. It is a southeast coast of India. So it is facing to the Bay of Bengal. So in the picture you can see, in this map you can see it is Bay of Bengal. So it is facing to the, this Tamil Nadu is facing to the Bay of Bengal. It is near the sea coast. This Tamil Nadu is near the sea coast. So it is a sea, right? Yes. So it is located near the sea coast. Here you can see it is Chennai. So it is near to the sea coast. So it is near the sea coast, right? So it is a port city. So because it is near the sea coast, so it is, this Chennai is known as a port city. So important offices of government of Tamil Nadu are located here. So important offices of this Tamil Nadu is located in this Chennai. So the governor, chief minister and other minister live and work in the city. So the governor, chief minister and other minister will live in this Chennai city. Let's see the climatic condition of this Chennai. So Chennai is hot and humid throughout the year. So the sea breeze during the day and the land breeze at night give people some relief from the hot weather. So Chennai is hot and humid throughout the year. And the sea breeze, this breeze which is coming from the sea during the daytime and the land breeze during the night time, the sea breeze during the daytime and the land breeze of during the night time give people some relief from the hot weather. So this Chennai gets rain mainly in the month of October to December. So rainy days starts from the month of October and it will end in the December. So the clothes. Since the weather is hot and humid, people mostly wear cotton clothes throughout the year. So you know that the weather condition in Chennai is hot and humid. So the people mostly wear the cotton clothes to protect them from the heat of the sun. So woolen clothes are not needed there. So because of the hot and humid climate, people wear cotton clothes. They won't wear the woolen clothes. So the traditional dress of men is the vesti and shirt. So vesti means it is lungi. So you in earlier lessons you learned that. So in the lesson 7, the clothes we wear, in that lesson you learned that. So this lungi is also known as, so lungi is also known as mundu in Kerala. So in Tamil Nadu, for this lungi we call it as vesti. So in the picture you can see. So It is a vesti and shirt, traditional dress of men. So women wear saris and blouse. So girls wear pavadi and blouse. So you can see girl in pavadi and shirt. So girls wear pavadi and blouse. So however, these days many of women and girls in Chennai wear salwar kameez or jeans and t-shirts. So nowadays women and girls are wearing the salwar kameez, jeans and t-shirts. So most of the men wear trousers and shirts. So nowadays the men wear trousers and shirt, women wear salwar kameez, jeans or t-shirt. So the pavadi and blouse are the traditional dress of Tamil Nadu. So men wear vesti and shirt. Let's see about the food. So rice is the staple food of the people. So because the climate is very good to grow the rice. So because of the hot and humid climate, this is very good for the rice crops to grow. So rice is a staple food of the people. You know what is staple food, right? So most common eaten food. So rice is a staple food of the people in Chennai. So they like to eat it with rasam, sambar, poriyal and curd. So other popular dishes are idli, dosa, vada and upma. So kesari is a popular sweet dish of this Chennai. So this kesari, it is like a payasam. So this kesari is a popular sweet dish of this Chennai. So let's see which are the festivals are celebrated in Chennai. So all the important Indian festivals are celebrated in Chennai. So Harvest Festival. So Harvest Festival, it is called as Pongal. So Harvest Festival, it is called as Pongal in Chennai. So it is the most popular festival in Tamil Nadu. So in the lesson festivals you learned that. So Pongal is a harvest festival of Tamil Nadu. So it is celebrated for how many days? Yes. So it is celebrated for 3 days. So Pongal is prepared by cooking rice in milk and jaggery. So it is Pongal. It is like a payasam. So Pongal, it is prepared by cooking rice with milk and jaggery. So people will draw kolam. So kolam means it is a rangoli. So kolam and decorate their houses. Even cattles also decorated. So cattles are washed, painted and decorated with garlands. And so in other places like Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Karnataka, so this festival is also called as Sankranti. So in many other places this Pongal, even it is harvest festival, it is called as Sankranti, right? So in Chennai it is called as Pongal, harvest festival. So it is celebrated for 3 days. So in when it is celebrated in month of January. Another important festival is Kartigai Deepam. So it is another important festival celebrated here. So in the picture you can see women preparing Pongal. So in the picture you can see women preparing Pongal. So next is language and culture. So most people in Chennai speak Tamil. So which is official language of Tamil Nadu, Chennai? Yes, it is Tamil. So English is commonly spoken too. So the people of Tamil Nadu are proud of their traditional dance and musics. So Bharatanatyam. So it is well-known classical dance form of Tamil Nadu. So it is Bharatanatyam. So Bharatanatyam is a well-known, it is a classical dance form of Tamil Nadu. So music, Carnatic music, it is a traditional music of this state. So all kinds of sports are played in the city. So people enjoy playing cricket, football, tennis and chess. So you know children, the famous chess player. Who is a famous chess player? Yes, it is Vishwanathan Anand and A.R. Rahman, the music composer. So Vishwanath Anand is a chess player, and A.R. Rahman, you all know that, right? A.R. Rahman, it is a music composer, are from Chennai. M.S. Subbalakshmi, who is she, children? Yes. So she sang the Suprabhatam, right? Yes. So M.S. Subbalakshmi, the famous Carnatic singer, was also from Chennai. So next is industry. So Chennai has important industries like information technology, that is IT. So cotton, textile and leather. So there is an oil refinery or two. So there is an oil refinery industries also. So it has factories which make cycle, car, trucks and railway coaches. So Chennai has a well known film industry. So let's see the tourist attraction. So several Indian and foreign tourists visit Chennai every year. So some places of tourist interest in the city are Fort St. George, Marina Beach, Golden Beach, Chennai Museum, St. Thomas Church and Snake Park. So it is a Marina Beach. So it is the second longest beach in the world. So longest beach, second longest beach in the world. Chennai is a city of temples. So you will find a temple in almost every street in Chennai. So Kapaleshwara temple. So it is in Mylapore. It is a famous landmark of Chennai. So it is a Kapaleshwara temple. So it is in Mylapore. It is a famous landmark of Chennai. So it is St. Thomas Church. It is also a famous tourist center in Chennai. So this is all about Chennai. Please read the chapter properly. I hope all have understood. Thank you. Have a great day.